Fáilte mór go Páirc an Chrócaigh gnóh, lá mór na scoilena take a chuin itá. An ciad chluithe tá gin tránthóna ná cluithe ceannis Pádraig Drummond. Idir chláiste naomh Nathy, Ballaghaderreen agus chláiste na tríód nefa ó Hiaráin. I má hánta tá más á flaharta a hamáis be cearcamach cluthanna bhaga gunna tá.
Well, sé lá mór sé an dáid in trusfada bidísa déanta an dáid in mlíon agus chluhí buite tean go leor bhí scatacha agus begad géal ruhan so an dát bíon nervíní ar gachéine ar hosnaín se amach Páirc an Chrócaigh agus stocha go gíimi chu sanna do snúinú chomá.
Be sé dachar dus na daoine hógad stoch an chiaadúra gimmar Páirc an Chrócaigh dána chu dus na ledna be sé dachar.
Begach dúláán mór do bhí sethe agus lá mór sethe saoil caiide éon lá hen tu go dtí cruimh na héan agus go mórhór an chluthe Páirc an Chrócaigh lá mór de sethe agus lá mór donna chláistí sethe chomá.
Agus seanar na tá aimime ag Ronan Breton sa don lá mór. Tá harú déanach déanta gan le orn hestar a tataisteach in anod Matthew Peil. Is for an anláidir an iran seo le annach chud imróí dain séireach. Mar a bhí le cúpla cluiche nóos beag annach chud brú ar an lína láthasteach taachsúas leis na scór na fad tránthóna. Agus chláiste na tríód nefa, seanar na tappa le cóban istóí Éad Nóhégan, Stephen Farker agus Mark Bradley, le Lárachart mór agus cumadáin séireach ar lehéadíon captéin Shane Murphy ar an clíháin agus an fear ar imar le Cairnóga Tiernan Mackle beag anna seansacha an bua a thuirt leonúh.
Agus iad bailithe le chéal an sahinis agus gan dát chláiste na tríóid an éfa an fuidir bainin stíochtacha agus fuid an gúil aithne mórán daoine ra Éad Nóhégan agus Stephen Farker a bhí gimmart de Arbacha agus Mark Bradley a gimmart de híróin a láthar na bhfuid stig sa chuin agus bhfuil bainin stíocht maithe chun sannach go háid agus be sé speisiúil cénsor slí mi dóisiad mórán fiúáin fórnógan is an leihananta agus mórán a iad mórán cosantarsúlach agus gan iad a fágan teachtaine nóhó huasa tusaigh agus lárachart agus an lína lehosaigh i bogasí ar a cosint an táid fad.
Agus deirtalinn sochama a hamáis go bhfuil gur Peter Canavan buinte leis in an seochama tránthóna agus sé fécing an díanach an isise sanna gan Peter Canavan buintach leo agus bhfuil beag rud a bháin cinnte tránthóna go méid stíl imarthe an éasa gan na tustathe a bheith gimmart an chláiste na tríód nefa tránthóna. I féchan dear an neilletá gimmart chláiste naomh Nathy ó Ballaghaderreen is stocha bhí cluichí go díosa bhí cúpla cluiche annach Chrócaigh agus an cluiche lechanis bhuidir a lucan an son le scór héana héanaíag le dó seachtas bhí cuma go ráidir titim siar sa chluiche san na chánaidir níras bhuidir agus bhfuil tucha sé sin anna spreag an nuamhdóid.
Well, díana go chláiste sé go Nathy go le mórán daoine cáiliúla téise le bheitthe chu lena blianta fada bhuidir cornaí thógáin na 19 agus an dáta bhí John O'Mahony a go le hennig mórán daoine bhí sé os bhiún an sun le blianta nuas chomá. An dát imreoir na bliana an dí mórn ha sé téise bheits a scoiltin chomá agus mórán imreoirí eile tá téise mar le Roscomáin agus muo chomá.
Snéan scéalan is hat sunna gunn agus bhfuil an chláiste tríód nefa ha sé fósbail le chéile sa sé a caiinte sigad sunna stocha go bhfuil Peter Canavan a tuairt cúpla focail spiráide chu sigad sundó chomá tránóna agus an is chláiste naomh Nathy ha sé de fanachtas an réitóra fanachtas níos ní luúna is ach an cahabhistachas me go bhfuilín sa le corn Pádraig Drummond a gáhíle sa hochtíag.
Bhfuil ha chláiste na tríóid an éfa ha siad sanna ha neidir son le cnocha sédí agus ha siad bólisteach stáid Davin ón de bheile.
sé sa múla is le fiscin sa go bhfuil Tiernan Mackle an fear dain séireacha ge chláiste na tríód nefa mé amach go lár na Páirc soch an túsa chuir leis gluthe sa agus a pártíí Eaclis Páirc legan at sun. Agus go scúla bhfuil ón Gallagher me histeach ar imime le Cairnóga agus beidir bhfuil plan éigen tunisige chláiste na tríód nefa beidir líorthód arda a scuile isteachtaín fearmór sigad san ar imime le Cairnóga. So bhfuilín in isise sa líorthód catan arda an réitóras sellh buite sigad sunna go Páirc legan sé fiochan chun cín. Is mecht rohar an is dreachta John Clehan san Council scuilte seachta san anna gasgas bu na sus sellhiste san leor facht ge Mark Devlin sé fiochan chun cín is fiochan der na rán ha gas tok sé cúpla nómas na himlóí so socrú sí sa stocha le hor in isce Páirc legan an fearmór gríán na Páirc sé teá leis sanna an slacha sigad sanna ge chláiste naomh Nathy san Council scuilte sigad sanna sa ríist ha sellh fachta sigad sanna Union Devlin agus an réitór bhfuil nadidir a Sinsear a steachta sanna an réitór an lápar an áige ha Sinsear tu cumach aige.
Well, Shan, and the Stablish to Galoran about Goodisa and Heider Kite Ferroge, Clash in the Chino with the Naifa. I say, well, Skull Knife and Nathy Ballaghaderreen.
The Horn is so get clash in Nathy and Council Scottish Stafford on the Clash shot down Páirc. It's Gasul Goel Scubadora, I'm just to get get clash in the Trinity Nefa hot Tarloch Quinn Fan Sinsear is to get son, Shell Boat is to get son, and issue clash in Nathy to the Machter and see better Marchance Cosquille Vegas, better Marchance of Vada, she gets son, oh, as well, Anna Ramu, she gets son, I guess the Costantori, she gets Sunday session on the high chair for Fad, Patrick Quinn for a lot of Mach's Bout, the son is first in their hood, Orden Mulgrew, and she tapped the Machlish in the hood sog as well, Anna Brew tapped out Tussahe, clash in Nathy it's up. Your hood initial Max Source, the Clee Horn, and so I say. Cash and Council Skilish Stachbel, Hannah Khadina Machir, Nations Council, Trust in the Gurtitsa, as their hard fact and issue cause at the Machter Roher, Shahuan, Old Bull Groove, Farvi, Bunterclish, and Stockish, she gets in Tamalina Hoys and Council, well, Vishash and Squeal to Galorix and Shelvin Hemachas and Council Kaitika, Bashadima, Hort Lesh Council.
Shannon Court, that's a kick about some old Mull Groove, I guess, well, being pastoral order father than Ladavy Tavistig.
Bardor Nations saw Alan Davies, if you have to Macher. Kein Rauna Hagex and Raytor Hasha macht der Keintle den Negen so. Da kein Fiber Hager Hasha vierten Team und nicht mehr der den Negen kostet eine 4 oder so eigentlich ist nicht all ihr heute Tag machen Bardor sind schon hier Kicker macht schon oder sind Council Karte machen John on the Park gegangen sind Council wichtig die gezogen ihr heute fachtige Clash in der Trinity Nefer so der macht und sie reached das so ihr heute nicht so also Páirc in der Reach nach Mark McCartney nicht about so Hasha so Bardor sie gezogen Hasha Chase you stop so scored ah da haben again Bardor die gezogen Alan Davy, which then far down the fish, she gets on a shin Sava and Scotland, she gets on again Bardor, Chance on top of something get clash in the trade order, Machan Key.
Well, I don't see if I'd be on the clash in the Chino, the Nayafagus, Union Devlin and Son Agus Viana Hansel Void, Acha Yina Bardor, and he had to hurt Alan Davy in Chana Hava, I Fad.
Kane Phillips initiated so heavily Cahar Diego Romaga, Session A had in Farah Gimmert, Source in the Park initiated Sox and Council Squeeze to Shachs of Hooniga, as well, you do to Great Tour, fack about the Sasha the Machter Reach, Leshier Horde, so the Fiakan Keen, as well, do to Great Tour. For a kick Sarah, she gets Sunday, she had talking to number come Machs, your Horde is Shell of Fachtiga clash in the Trinity Nefer reached. Patrick Quinn is say talking to that soccer, she gets Sunday in Council and Cura Trust and Nishigesh, Shahun Tiern and Quinn, I get Shahimert and the Hind of Fad, Tron Hono. Schnell Farah is Stein and East Sunday, let the Machter Ruher and say Gara Cheetah Lords. And the Hudden Shell of Sol Lewis in the Murtiga clash in the Trinity Nefer, so they give her team to the Jordan on the Park. Páirc Laggards and Council Squeeze to Shach and Sunnigas on Scubador here at Sunnox the Reach and then Brother Harleyan. You're keen the Negan Scubador here and he can't shed the Lear Horde. The Chain Boat, so Shell of a clash in Nahy, so the Tachtamach Lear Horde. Agus a Reach, a Shell of Fishkin to Sogo will Orden Mulgrew to his shear, as Páirc Laggards to his shear, because Shell of Boat is she gets Sunniga clash in the Trinity Nefer, Hasha the Machkama. She gets Sins in the Mertic as well, need to right or fack him other son as Skila Vegas, she gets Sons when the Cossigan Lear Hodson, she shin Machter Macher for real, she gets Son of Europe Maha, she gets Sons, Europe Lua, a Tachto Clash, the Trinity Nefer. Shane
Murphy Captain be a guide about the son and the Hummus Kaidas Latcha near the name sure of a had and son again.
What macht der Macher Joel on the Park Racing spot the Kiana Vegan Mod Orders in couple second to Hinix and Council Butcher, she gets Son and Bishop Butcher get Clash and Nahy, so the Fiakan Keen. Agus in Ishni Lane, she got Faravon, it's very Shin Stain Plan Haka, your whole Kurashach and Son as well, Bohigil, your Horden Rossa, Agus in Council Mihimach, Harash and Devline.
Well, Oren Hestler High Gimmer Lashane to get in Garnoga, we get John the Kite about us and gone out near of Shell, let us know, V. Matthew Kyle, let us know, let chat us in it. Your
Union Devlin is the Fiakan Keen Reach as well, Cash Kaffer Rogwell, Clash the train order, Hashal Kumport, the Hunter, Lear Hordes at the Machan Keen, like really Neil and Torrel Fishkins, not to Force, after Tucson, Force Tronhona. Your Council Squeet to Hunter, because in Ray Torres, to go of Kicks Erickson, the Shell of Force to get clashed in the train order. Tiernan Quinnis and Council Currashin, and they get Páirc Laggards and Farmore Green on the Park, and the Hummus of Arsha Homa, Derterlin, Mesha Shahakimert, Idrhunte, on Couple of Liench, Neharate, and the Hummus of Sathairn, Nishtir and Quinn Machter Ruher, Nishitsa, the Safiakan Keen, Chin Stila Hage, Clash in the Trinity Nefer, Latusa Horleshigl Hassan, Machchin the Law, Agus Machter Relehele, Shahuno and Gallagher, say Squeal of Gaunson, Sakomani, Yasser Gaunson, Hantan, the Point of Fachtige, and Farmore Law on the Park about on Gallagher.
He took a hand of a Hadige on Gallagher and Son Ledmore Shahar, Nikurham Brunecher, Nodivi Shatogan, the Kick, as Space Shooting Cleata, Nathy Gimmerta, if the Cardia, Kane Phillips and Lawn to Sach, Gimmert, Os Coid and Lawn Holy, you can tell me Fad.
Bishes in the Road attack the Machajon on the Páirc is Neen Kicking Max Farrow Hogan Mordor and counting Mac the Sathairn Show Tiernan Quinn Farrow Mac the Runsi or Dying some Mark Devlin School of Ganson Nishin Ropreen at Suniga Mashishin Meher for either they play.
Well the guy in television son that Mark Devlin Capim agus equal for real and Suniga achan quite is more than the Murt agus and Hadisar Emra Gadisa Kahai get clashed in Chino de Naifa.
Door macht de fist während der Macheration in der Rauna Hage Kahasha macht der machen is about the races and counts and Cormac and Sputnik again Cable Sheliver against the hike name Nathy your hoda hot and Grana Ramu Mohajon on the Páirc Shahun in is Jason Dory macht der Ruher as if you good key on counts and Kurashach on the Yasaga come on the Yasa on the hot so after she gets on Hasha come on the high chair oh the song on yet again more door be chances she gets on again Cuba Callahan captain Boston they have Nathy on the half all she gets on again Conor Lowen Beshed Asas the Lesha Johnson Question the Trino de Machine the law reaching in Steel Hakol left two so Horlish Glissa Shafun Páirc Lagan and reach and Mac the Ruher it's Agus and Council by Hodgson and Mac the Hudson up your Hod Shell boat she gets on the clash and Nathy to the Fiacun Key chance of order the Antonisha Cookstown Tranhona Gadisa after Neil score so was Clara score for Agus and Council by Shell Slack the lower she gets on Agus only Shell boat the Joe Lord the Páirc get clash in the Trino Nefa Agus I ski to Stach on the Hopping again your horse after she gets on the Mark Devlin Caig Mark Devlin Fiacun Keen Agus Mark Devlin on the hostel she wins in the long for a lot to get heading
well but check on the four reels and couple of moments to hin at Neil Embark in there for Schultz Páirc Nafa Nahi Kego will Kane Phillips cousin cheer can cos here ní check a bureau of Ballaghaderreen in the way there can doubt boy the Kent Masita to get Cuba Callahan remission
St Council Cormac again Bardor agus actually dear for and Drumpla no Páirc it's our Lena agus the Shell of Butcher race to get clash in the Trino Nefa so the Mac the right Shahun Tarlach Quinn some pass love could have trusted she gets on again their whole fact to get Tiernan Quinn so the Mac the right initial sells and could Costantori here to get clash in the 80s Neil Enga Kicksera Hort she gets on this the law for Northern is Josh of Shellef your whole fact to cut is she gets on this better Mac chance to get body here she gets on this over the car dear going to draw and get Tiernan Mac to score fact to get Schnell for line share
well the reach come in some Cadai Costantier again na the more on the Shiraka Gandina go away that did the Chassac here agus some fish galore that here on Macklin
Ashel Fishkin go Caig clash in the Nathy so crucial and is so cash score hard to this protocol clar and score agus Shellef hard to Shellef mad go couple no but nearly on just the pass in the curl hele nefer Gadisa agus and Shellef reach Mohajon on the Páirc boat to get clash in the Trino Nefa as Caffer go Shell the Alabama the Joe on the Páirc
counts on boy and son Kieran Robinson agus yada the noon see reach agus reach on Honey and more on the initiate again Nefa nahi agus Ganaina Markile Masha
St Council School to Sathairn Ben Mark Devlin is on time to count back to get Devlin Caig Nathy Rodeg the other mission sub because on scoring Mac the Lord again clash the Trino Nefa
well han the initiate ach Nilene could brew it in the Darhike car na Caide Negra a Chaine Chasser Shearwig agus Pintelson dar point to fact to Mark Devlin
Mac again Bardor reach such a Mac father reach the Council is Cash Shellef in the Shire Council so you hold Bisham Hojon Lord the Páirc say fact to get Brian O'Hanlon I said the Mac the Ruher and Shire for Hun see is Caffer Robert come down Shire or no right shot from Keen after the score fact to Fosca agus Luke Connor and she gets on the boats and say if you can Keen as well kick the Cookstown and so kick Sarah's he had the hitting gemacht so you hold to get James O'Hara St Council to Cookstown again they ordered Hester initially hold the Hatchet chest tacht macho in the Carnoiga say if you can Keen to David McBride pass love could have trust again agus nesha chance again Nathy Machter and sees better score hot as Torre hot on the Murtso your whole Cookstown initial soon as Kahasha spiele fake I should the soccer she gets on her chance initially Nathy score hot she gets on your whole fact to get James O'Hara should the match in the last after Machmar on the Costantori here to get clash between three North Nefis and counts the short to Stackson with the Cookstown Hudson agus ha coming these Farrashin Ashin if you haven't got a Hanish
well we chance son Sean O'Hara Solom ach vi on she ach choshir for real agus gan ein score for so agus set goed point to here denomati nach more me so fly agus well Caffer Rock go via the Wocheli heroin Sar Gadisach gehaid agus so chud is mod on nummer to go Anna Jacker the clash in the Chino no the Nefa and the coole coolathe buchlína híróin a bhris síos.
Kick amach gar atá Mádor and is about sin kick amach toch agus chumach tí tíarna nachnimí bhí seasta ar an clíhána far agus an lirthód in isige Union Dublin sé meach an cín sa cum dain séireach chum ar Dublin sa níos se chun tíarna cuine sa sé se gimmar John Lorna Park is hí lech penháinige feige le hódas ri leis a se a mechtí de lá níos sig agus má bhín se tappa glór beidir mecht deir bhádica níos se chun ríéis beis tíarna cuine bá san agus bhfuil sí sin le a se brasán an mar pool a chun an brachán lága a scór eile fanige buchlí hero.
Well an chuin te fad an chuimar te fad an san le chusathe buchlí híróin agus mór an pasan an son gan éine cumad na caidiróada agus anna cíochnú ge tíarna an cuin.
Sean O'Hara is shell of tunnis get here na cool agus ha kick sér gate she gets sun the tacht amach leis an ish ha hag Nathy rodegen is cash rodegen the end of a socru shees an the concentori here ka ha sin ráte ach níl an the chodine den ben concentir an in is het the mach keen is cash lir hod the skile stacht an the roher she gets some dentige born hester far every skiti shees in Russia tosnu ha sha tosnu nicht strahona the hod nicht bot she gets no riske hester the same mach keen is an the traft she gets sun as ha rich stacht so traft has been retor sauce the hole for the kick sér she gets sun agus a nish ha chance get clash in na hi score got
mór an nimmer tar yenvige me or an hester de ach Dacid na coolathe seo hebhrí síos agus níl bhaine seach scór chuine a héine ho cruúsís James O'Hara so agus seansaige díireachta mud an díon son.
James O'Hara is so cruúsís is an council chuir seacha jo cnucha sé díag agus níl cum an bahar a gaansan sa sí sin bethe ar fórí agus ha seans caiite si gets on the get clash in Nathy score ar clár score.
Well, drohiach de bheith council ó James O'Hara. Team play báid agus cháfainte Masita go dísa ag Nathy begur a scóra go háil chun sa cruúsís agus an támas leún leis a táir fad sé pointe tá faoir.
Kick amach again Bad Oratson is vi sé smúle fiskin goir an chud rán again Bad Oratson is an chud dosna concentori imach John Clíhanige agus an is shell of bot Joe Lorna Park a rístige sé an captain she gets on Shane Murphy far go bell na Thomas Caidan chomá ar hód inisiige Union Dublin far ard bós é fiachan chun cín tíarnan cuine gimar to Joe Lorna Park chomá agus a sé smúle fiskin goil an chud dosna himdóí hage clash na Trinity nefa I líne in nachlin na chéile I mo Joe Lorna Park níos ha chance cá sé mé na lá ha chance she gets on her body agus Calson as what she mé steps a líon tá níl na lágar a Mádor ar Ganson V an ha bhád Bádor sin en tarna cána ha dentige cha cafararú anna be she gets on the get clash na Nathy.
Go ríis anna choimar te fad ó chláiste na Chinoide anna pasna anna hapaige fad a cumach bevlin gribin chance bouts na báid a cháil ach an darabóta Alan Davy Nathy agus anna hábáil te fad díanta ríisige.
Se dan nach radúnta hort an Mádor Alan Davy ha sé tééis sáháil úntaí an a bheit sigad sunnig swell. Níl tusa he fát a scórnach agus Alan Davy cumad ar an sig sa chluithe sa. Ní se chance kick da had a cúigin is Shane Murphy an captain sé. Se mecht leis kitógan is about sa cumid. Ski himídin is cén thora bheith Ganson san council shot a seacha han a sí sin fiochan dan a bhar fad a níl Mayor Coolitson a sí sin mithe ar fórí le chance caiite get clash in the Trinity nefa.
Well, bhí naidige lena chitóig ach níor bhí naimsú chum masan na fadige.
No shorts, no shorts!
Amach ge Davy is san council shot amach san leckleis lína da had a cúig méidir san gas an Ramúd an Joe Lorna Park agus a ríis clash na Trinity nefa cum anna rein séireachcha agus an meachtar an sí néidir bit a chance is si get sunna ka de tíarnan cuine is about san sé scuile féin Ganson agus an council na ar fórí a cafará a se de crohan na chansanna agus tucha sé an dá.
Well tá bhdar kick amach an bouta san a ríis agus iad a gúnsaí agus a bogan na heide anna hapaige fad.
And Davy is san lirthód coronation. Rodala is get sé fiach de macht cén rá aige so bhfuil sé cosúil goil Ordan Hester imimach Joe Lorna Park is a rodin to get to here. So é fairnis Ordan Hester is in council skate shack sun against we can talk all your hods of Parker being passes fair hook area agus an is shown in far more breathe on Park Jason Dory. Jason Dory skill playing Ganson agus in council me her for real she gets under the play has chance to get clash in Nathy has a couple score topic.
Lesley Cheedy here agus gan ein score fósfachta ge bhlí Roscomáin Begur scóráil go luas ar an megan chluithe se bháhan sa bháide freitige chláiste na Chinoide Manacha Alan Davy a bheití bheithí ar féin drása.
Joe Lorna Park reaches when Anthony Mahotson's on the track to Mahotson's big gramu on the half off it's school with her hot fact she gets in the get clash in the train out Nathy agus Tom agus kick Sinsear to she gets in agus Ray Tor the Mac the English in the mert so who the clash in the train out Nathy said the asas the hasha chefin to come keen agus hasha kumpord of come on the kumpord of earn the ladness
well tá sé an chumpór a chaid agus bra sochaidir an líróid chuma agus sé a húsáid goma agus a bog go tappaig.
An series says Shahun didn't just Nadina who looked to Hannah Hennigan and Mark Carney said him after Rig and took us all at Senegal I should have given the park to find that Shahun Páirc Lagan for Jean Anna Dilir Hot here couple Noma agus Hakuma Johnson Hashimi John Bada has a Canela in her for real after Deshun to she gets on the Páirc Lagan agus in her for real
well Chikin as a chéile myself in Ishaka agus we chance nach chuide múca Páirc Lagan about us
Davies and Council Crofton Mac John Lean initially gets Catherine McDonald Johnson because in Bishop Factor she gets on Shane Facky and she gets on the Quick Deer Matt Devlin Fargo will half into Factor get agus well way Anna Catherine the Credit to Horton Cousin Torres she gets on or shall Lager Stafford son as well become Anna Ryan Sheriff and Nimmer Sunday better match on Torvard she gets on down Cousin Torres she got a kick Sinsear nish to Stafford son again Ray Tor agus a chance to get clash in the tree note there for Machan Keen piece of biggle
well dinach son so Drummond son the team Quinnestorm of Ion agus Matt Devlin who can go agus in áid an rúnach fada leis an gcuisias agus gan éon chuoine ar sgortan sa haniuh tar ráilm go bhfuil an fiar bear gábhal tá hana héine maid an sa.
Chun Devlin in Fargo Hoscor Factor Hannah Hennig agus a sé meach mat Sean Honnold go sé tíú ceann sa cumana as sin has mé Harris spot do she gets on Mark Devlin san tíú ceann Factor clash in the tree note Nathy I me hon keen piece of bugale clash in the Nathy with the end of topic
on the done them try and big Mark Devlin agus chance of getting gigs there about us and agus see talk and the yes of had again
so come is really Orden Hester has a Chrócaigh mo John Lorna Park in Ishit Sugs better Michael David Chilte Flick Mach leis Johnson sin Council me him a Joe Lorna Park is Maxos na lad na mór is she gets on and Ray Tor kick Sinsear she gets on has chance to get clash in Nathy Mac the Rig agus rud again got the Mach in number so Shahun in Isha the Wrigley Hall Shahun and Ishit Suned with James O'Hara Farah Misal scored some Cookstown to him Besha Shinna Kasul Chrócaigh and Defrula her number to Ishit Sigonson Merlin she gets on agus an back bonk her Nardig agus reach and Shell force get clash in Nathy so the fifth can keen and Council Cookstown and happy Shaka join in the Carnoga agus Anna Husson she gets on again Lawful Lee she gets on Tarlach Quinn your hot Factor Hester and Farabana will come down share her Tron Hona agus Anna Chadil your hot fish gege agus an issue chun Risha agus a chow leis she gets on agus well in Ray Tor sauce the Gamalgarel then the Cousin Tory clash in the tree note there for Strack she gets on agus Nish has chance to get clash in Nathy score a hot Nigo shot chance nis fair
Sé Oran Hester dinach a Chalisha san stolum vi Oisin Phillips san nimmer choma agus well an Anna Hansen had get James O'Hara and so hinish in kiat score a an art goif
Chinese Council Soccer she's in him Lori Elite Necklace agus in Council Cookstown she gets on agus in Maya Cruel agus well as she shin me imhe her for we need Vesha sauce leis Council Cahic clash in Nathy Aharu and Cahic would ding again of Tussa agus Cahic Crotter her no Tussa agus score a hot go tap
well in met the gat over the way de ha Cuba Callahan agus James Dewey had in Lord Páirc if it annoy as I gimmer to stick at the Lina Lawn Tussa go Bertig a gimmer to stick go ach gachain el sheer and son ach Níl sé sinna gimmer Gwyberdoid.
Lord Boat to John Lorna Park and Michigan Long Cooley she gets on James Lunt to see Council to Reagan Ishit Sunday guys Catherine Shelley Show walked and your hot Factor get Fair Lorna Park a Amy Histaffer immer in the Carnoga James Dory agus well Anna Husson here and Sunday get clash in the tree note there for Anna Padina here agus well the kick Sinsear get she gets on Nish Mahog chat topic get Keisha with Kane Phillips in Histaffer son I shall the Suckru she's Nish been a chance for Cuba Callahan James O'Dory has skill of en Gaunsa has chef and dead School chef en Gaunsa
well chna come in son and defty at had did on Varkáilige again da Iran so clash in the Chinoid and son there be James Dooley Tachta and Keen and son be tour team play tour share clash in the Chinoid and I agus vidar a hekelal chachas on the Ballaghaderreen ni lane tackle
kick James Dory is in Council Crofton orders to spare initially get a special Besha down the back box and Jerry Johnson she gets on to Shelley Butch she gets on so kick Sinsear relegated to Stack she gets on again Ray Tor agus Nish well Shahun Cuba Callahan and Nisha sé fiachan go sé chun iireachta agus an iireachta scoile féige si gets on
well count decker sé Gaunsa mu díra go mohed an da blina agus má reinchi seo art score vi gaun
Johnson Croft Stachel agus an Mardor a farar lir hoda macht amach sa Caunella cur for really get clash in Nathy agus well be dimo gon be kicks
well storm got a bit of number of Derek Tourfem point about some big match nís fear see pasal amach agus e bedu trust na Jo os coidum void agus Tourfem score in some better
Fehinómatí níos caite sa chéad le agus bhfuil cláis na trí nód léfa a seach buinte ar cláir a scóracha agus bhfuil cláis na Nathy is se de fósa fanach leis is chéad scór agus leis na cúpla scóratha chur an áir le cúpla cluthe be se dímá a gáin leis chéad Fehinómat.
Well be se déanach an bhain stíocht a déantra idir cláis na trí nód fan slí ha se gimar talach na huiide.
Is se chun cláis na Nathy is bhfuil ha níos model ar hóteach níos chu le gáómat nach bhfuil sa chéad hochtíagnámat a bhí caite again agus pas lábh tu sigad son beidir mar sean bhige cláis na Nathy agus crota chur an scór se te leis sigad son agus annach chuútas na cosantóirí sigad son bhí annach daoine hirirge cláis na trí nód léfa agus bhfuil ha kicks ar tu seachacha a cláis na Nathy le kick na séir sa a hógant.
Well sé an cean in isise agus go siad scóra sa gan sa cean sa hanidir de James O'Hara bhí láimh an áir den nuair sin idir Nathy.
James O'Hara socrú síos in isise agus ní sé an darúd an ásan an chéad scór fachtaige James O'Hara de cláis na Nathy at sa tránhóna agus beidir bhfuil éon scór sin de socrú síos in na leadmas.
Well bhí an scór san testáil go dóid fadú agus ní chástal ceann ghil a gáil níos néomtaí Páirc go dtí le ham agus iad is bheith fósach le seir sin díala bhíon bearna níos móna sa tháinig le ham ar bheith anna dheapar dóibh techt suas le sin sa dar le.
Caafar creúnta thuirdóibh gur annach chansanna Chrócaigh suchiad leach ní se tóca agus ní lena chá chiicsa chluthesa so ha se fósa sa leis an nimmert. Gus níos chun Luke Conor a bhlíine agus a ríis is an crocíanna ar nimmert agus annach daoine hir a take leáil a gobar na chéile a gobar a grúpaí ag cláis na trí nód léfas ha se gobrú anna badóibh. Se chun Ordan Hesterin is sin feardain séireach as an countan ní bheith sé sásta lei sin. Se chun Mac Devlin an feardain séireach a chiefín te fachtaige Devlin na tránhóna go dísa. Ní hóda níos go tíarn Quinn as an countan lasráta le cúis na bráige bheith cuma anna rain séireach a sigad son agus anna chuúnta cosantóir sigad son for se lábh leis a gaansan agus bhfuil sé an líorthóda reiste cláis na Nathy. Nachtar an msíine seo Céin Phillips fear bhí enimnithe chun tosnú le éibre cehardígar a ráige ag gimmar tíir na cúilthe agus an countan well nadidir an méidir sin Bhín réitóir sásta gur sún sa drám tu sigad son hit sé síos ar líorthóid for se lábhar líorthóda ar dalamh ach a bhín réitóir sásta leis sún sa drám agus inis líorthóide Céin Phillips agus cláis na Nathy meachtar aig ríist. Céin Phillips a fiochan timpels ní lena chudas na rán aige. Se chun inisih le tídí gur ar Céin Phillips ní seaan hibbre chudána chu inis tuá se se gimar go chuáid.
Well Nathy anna bháil le tasar na caiide coplabát an son agus sé mecht siaran in na meachtasig.
So the meachtan is ruúr se chun Seán O'Hara agus the meachtan Keane agus inis beidir mar seansa an counta a scuile seachtaí James Dory ha sé fós a fada is sigad son ar imime le cairnóige le nach mar cúd neomatas ní léonliorthóid me ardme imime stachaige.
Well a rísin son mar Seán O'Hara agus gan éon tasáil in éachar asúlacha iad a metlú é an rán nach támar fada agus begur an chaid san na scuilú uathe tapig mar an chosantóirí hir a cláis sin óide stoppa géad.
Agus bhí anna bhfuile tucha sigad son agus há imreoir sínte ar a dalamh sigad son bhí Ordan Hesteirach bhí sé sin Chrócaigh sigad son chuir sé lábh isteach as bhín cosantóir mar a chéile. Í míad in isce há sigad son agan nuair a seasta sé an áde. Le ceidir drama sin be tíarn if the dog am leis cíal Patrick Quinn if sigad son na Bolton bh caafar rágur Chrócaigh sigad son chuig go bertá Jolíorthóid ní rifa cé leann.
Ní raibh be sé híos pe tam líon begacha son go me sé áráid ní mór an mí hat leis agus cí sé hiilemarteach go háid chláisin na Chinóide bhd níos fearr midóí níos fearracha iad a bogan na caiite níos fearr ionda bheile bh chláiste na fan Nathy anna bháil le peáil na caiide agus iad áúna síos go chláisin na Chinóide nuair a hen tead suas chun tusa an támar fad.
Scúil téis cluthe connachta a bhóchan tu gine scoil bhire téis a imirt. Well, stocha ní raibh cín leis na leadna sá chláiste na Nathy síos an éair.
Ní cumata siad ar gobar gan deut agus sin ébh fasú le ón éanaid in na éair ach bearna le sé bhaointenis le dúna síos idir se agus le hámach go háidir chun sean éigen thuirteach sa dar le.
Patrick Quinn in issue tacht amach os na coola leis le Horace and Council took a stigad sunna be Shane Murphy captain as we session down chair of Ron vi brew a chora stigad sunna get tossa he clash the nave Nathy as well vi on Hester vi another embullition force of chora stachid ach nation council member chun keen as ha session had the video fat and then more as far boy tron hona gadisa Mark Devlin and council nish chora stachid some be Páirc Legan shachuna reach Devlin agus han got the gosco so stigad sunna Mark the Devlins and council chora stachid sunna ga chance of it agus an chiu sawa then to get Alan Davy stigad sunna ha medish galabar so tron hona agus sa sawa untoch is nil terra leis dain share force stigad sa an lir hot force get clash in the tree no nefa so the match the law I mean him mach Joel Clee Holland is Shane Murphy Farish Kitog agus in council in his stachid son agus say in Harish Grasnan well talk Shane mar vi bought to the cup
well and almost kind of select Shane Murphy and captain and the kick pad the Kitog about so nach well che Alan Davy heinige geniedach wan urish clash Nathy and haval the antrish in choose haval the antasachlige Shane Murphy so snef with him point and chlohige mar budisa hige
Shane Murphy gimmer could deal is Mark Devlin gimmer to deal is well Kafara Gulan Khadina the clash in the tree road Nathy gimmer could deal clash in the Nathy Kasha the fechen is Kasha dan khadun to Horton Major ha chi haval untoch dientige agus nish asha the Machter nun series as a butter rashige Hester fall good an khumus varsa now can have go live in a shachtier or Chrócaigh ha chef fechen go an khumus khadege so the Machter nish khun keen reach sog said the fechen kun keen so shach some will James Dory forced the fishing to shige immer le Carnoigus can nail your hod in shach for the falls and khadini here get clash in the tree node Nathy so agus in Ray Tor well need fact right she gets son again agus an khadini here is an khadini tackle out as a struck she gets son as well
and the person to Paddy young get clash in the tree node night ga fein go bit on son agus a head boy turn nashi cook
and the hackle out she gets in scaffer and the ready to hurt she gets on bit here and activity she go Larson agus the Machter Ruher and this to clash in the tree node Nathy so the Macum Keen so an khadini here again clash the nave Nathy for Magus Kane Phillips well we shall straka on Ganzi she gets on agus kicks here took a shot again Ray Tor agus kicked son with Conor Donnelly
Sathairn Quinn beidir hoping count agus Ray Tor didn't mach well perhaps could shut when any hoping and son of second after need agus counts up again in father machanish machon day agus ni were the kick ma khani shah score the lad og Sathairn Quinn hurig fe agus well han mich nach gech gehaide kan tut fe ke chi vad mach
Samula stochagur hog Shane Murphy and kicked out the Cookstown on the other leis Kitog agus in Council well has she stach Sathairn Quinn school in Council agus in Council ha come dasher Shane agus ha score well fact the cut and he score fact from home get Sathairn Quinn agus clash in the train out there in the hair right piece of a goal
well ni le na hene for ge leis Kitog about the son on the fin te fa agus say the coro point in Keenish agus come on ma has clash in the chinode
Hester initially in Rodin in the lack initiative against in Council Chrócaigh Keen initiative against Kevoy again so clear Chelip Watch Stigat son agus be able to dia Kuba Callahan has Stigat son captain the four next Kasha shot to spawn so hurt Kasha are they getting on son and get the Stigat son again they are much chance of body again so ball the Stigat son Dira for Sacha Hall Lapalish Major can alone but Shasasa let's Saba Shin and down the count had to try home again
well if he can check him out and he can't with the has some shit so was agus bed nothing and he could about to February in a body order rather be again of in share can alone
Sathairn Quinn initial far forward the score down at Sundone as I give it to Mohjon on a Páirc reaches Maravi Lota Hannah Hennig again ha Line doesn't Tussahe and saw a clash in the tree node Nathy Mohjon on the Páirc is no Rahain chat chance change the Ruher Lechele agus Hashashin Anna Yakar Lestopo
well I said the van var fad agus anna chomus in immer tar shul agus well in council head for real and son after man reach around son the inner agus at this point in time fad had the dinner hat mo agus line tachta go agus it took coward and then ring guide and time fad
no mat le dol nishkedi la home at agus well clash the nave Nathy Kahashed score ele galfrim is le home Kahashed and Berners all I do is Kahashed Chrócaigh the Chrócaigh scores and council me him father leis again Bádor agus Peil be come shingo by combo she gets in the clash in the tree node Nathy agus hal your hort fakte a rash she gets agus imlor shinte Mohjon on the Páirc agus a reach so the Machter Ruher nish she gets Mark McCartney's and I could hort fake Higgins and council could trust and nish so reach and I could done spasses and Gort glass nish got good so on Gallagher I say Machter Ruher I say could shach nish she gets Sunday or Mulgrew Machter Keen shot on Sathairn Quinn Machter Body oh Rasper the shot and she gets again Sathairn Quinn about the agus well bhí duine na concentóirí ar a lína si go sanna héananas a báideor Páil ar a gceansan chun ba dain séar chu bhesa.
Well, chéir hansa báide fachta cláiste na China go dtí a ceanna go fecha scoráilta fós a chu báideoide sléfa naí déanana go maithistí.
James Dory amach do ruúthir leis si go sanna agus bhí míá leis si go sanna bhilsan. Hí sí machchas a bháil ládagus martíadh síos nach leis an máide, chu sí thras an lína si go san agus cic amach teachtá máideor.
Bhfuil sé Alan Davy ina sábháil John de bhfuil an ngortarí an báta san nach James Dory gháil isteach san chuinnig cheartta thuúrta tálach chuoine agus cosantóidí na chláiste na Chinóide há siad a déanamh anna bhachcáileid.
Tá nóbata an cútúh gorta héine si san chur an ádagan muir ar a lína san agus bhfuil Cláiste na Nathy caiisiad an seilibh seo buachtain caiisiad rud ag an gháilteachchas an immer dearnach an sása chéad le amachta seachsa darna le agus an leor fachtaige Kane Phillips a bhí gur rámaige agus níon téime haris an lína lánach a sigad san na Joe lánach Páirc a fóstrán hána hí míidir níos cadí anna seilibh leis an immertá. Módige Hester as éfioch an Puncín agus a bhachtar aigen is a choríist seo agus bhfuil caiisiad Calabána scuile seach as bhfuil seach chuúna is na cáiltan scuite seach a John na Cosantóirí agus an scapúirta sigad san a seach a chuir is sigad san Cláiste na Nathy agus an cáiltan na stracha sigad san legus é mimethir fóríl ach an réiteirte sé lábha chur an áidir bhí stracha éigen sigad san a dúirte bhíon táile leis a gáilsan.
Well, bhíon táile Cláiste na Chinóidean san nach ní néach meachta garta na fannaití ankic sé ar fachta go scuilen réiteoir leis beidir gur sean sa bháidige ach carta do bháil an sannaige Kieran nó carta buí ó bháilige Kieran Robinson.
Carta buí stigad san an eidir bhéad stracha síiríonn sean nuair a dhéigean tééis an immert ach an is seansa sigad san ríistige ó Hara an darna scór a háit sigad sad is Cláiste na Nathy so the matter staach again le home and she go just a second dile. Agus an cáilteann clean desk go maithe.
Well, agus gan in scór an immer tnéir fachtaige Cláiste na fannaití go dtí an dá cheann hafachta go James O'Hara ó chican na saoir bhí héine agan san.
Báideor atógann de chuideamán is sigad san ní léon brún éachraid an scór chu an áda sa chéad le heáil sa sé tógann de chuideamán teachtamach leis an líorthóid san ní réiteoir ará an rudach ó rí se Samúl go bhfuil annach chun gortach go sósaige Cláiste na Trinity Nefas haimdóí na seasamh an necleis na clíháil há sé imimeach sa cúnaí agus léon fadó dearnach is sigad tosaí chéad le séitigh an réiteoir agus Cláiste na Trinity Nefas beásásta leis chéad le tá as a nachtasteach chlár a scór nád a 9 agus Cláiste na Nathy nád a 2. Is cafará stocha hamáiscuil Mark Devlin anna chéad le chuir seachtaige.
Well, tá san bhfuil tíointe fachtaige ráfaointe nimar fachtaige haimdóí anna bhaithe eile Cláiste na Chinóide chuma Shane Murphy go mór bhil Tiernan Mackle agus tálacha chuoinnig déanamh anna bhaith sa cúlacha chuma goibh gan éí meachta gartlan fannaití mór an daoine siars na cosanta chuid James Dory le Shane Cuba Callan na hánta couple báúhas chun tusaigh a chéad a fáil anna jacaréon scóráil níl feicinnéach fachtón nimar dísa go.
Stop. Agus sin éon scór amachta stacha le hámatá Páirc na Chrócaigh. Cláiste na Trinity Nefas nád a 9, Cláiste na Nathy nád a 2. Fáiltear an eisiau tagarín darna leat sa Páirc Chrócaigh agus an scóra le hám nuair a chudar isteach cláisteanna na tríód nefa nád an éir clár a scóracha agus cláisteanna Nathy nád dó agus an réitóir inis sé feidir timppla annach daine le málaí agus bibannas go chunar deile mecht sáilín de bheile na Páirce agus an réitóir inis sé sásta hóint be an leorthóda mecht an áda inis ságan agus be an darna le inis ságan den cluthe canis Pádraig ó Drummond agus an réitóir inis sásta leis gásanna sé catanáda inis agus a rí seún cláisteanna tríód nefa sa de meachtar an tí Nisúna rís an farmór lána Páirc legan agus an Cookstown Welby an chodíireachta sigad sunna gas na Costantóirí Brian Malai sigad sunna sé stracha agus an tarinta sigad sunna cha sell fósatá agus seachún Union Devlin is an Cookstown Currach an Cína na hapa ige agus cláisteanna tríód nefas cum anna chain séireach an is ar nimmarta sigad sa ar sanna meachtar ruthar is sigad sunna pastáibh chuir trasna agus bhí seans ar fád is sigad sunna cha bíar meach seans fósacha agus chuir anna chuirúnta thuirtas na Costantóirí ha mar sun chuidir siar anna hapa ige
dar a césaí in an láthúlaí sin é in an in de botas and like stop boy the sure off nuairsin.
Cén Phillips a ríis amach Muhajola on a Páirc is past lábh chuir trastan le hod fachta ras a ríis ige. Seapún Cén Phillips is amach the Raigan is so agus cláiste néh Nathy caiise rodéigente a Harú is rodéigente a chialte mach an is sa darna le. Agus a amach tíad na lá agus bhfuil an chud trocht sigad sunna sé le hod fós sigad sunna ca agus le hod chuir trastan is nó dí sigad sun agus seapún a ríis seapún Fardine Sheriff James O'Hara for an gá scór a hácha for sé sa chéad le agus anna chosan sigad sun anna chuirúnta de Costantóirí cláiste na tríód nefa a sé trasna sa darna le is lí gur hosníidir an chéad le.
Agus é cromach go dtín glíháin an saithe agus an nummer breáscailte chuma.
Agus se le fachtain is sigad sunna agus Shane Murphy captain fear go bhfuil pínta fachtaige chuma hat sa trán hóla agus be sé sásta le sin agus an is amachta ruthar agus bhfuil cúpla duine Muhajola na Páirc ige cláiste néh Nathy Muhajola na Jola na Páirc agus bhfuil sé tééis milliú síos ar nimmarta agus bhfuil caiise rodéigh an tríaltamach spéidir fanéin sin in pleanacha agus an Cookstown Curragh is sé búta sigad sunna gin Fardine Sheriff a ríis sé se hódáin Sheriff annach le anmarta sigad sunna Mac Devlin agus é look tucha sigad sunna Ormar Grú meach chorváda sigad sun agus bhfuil neidir raibh sábhád eile mádóra sigad sun ní raibh an Cookstown imime heach ar fóríle sigad sun Has a crow chance ar bád.
Well, droiarach an son anna fesar fadó Mark Devlin an son Ormar Grú agus well bhfuil se le cúis na brógaí beáin agus cheartmeach na imsúní sa an son agus sin chance licéhuathaige cláiste na tríód in begar a bheith níos siúrálta do chance na mar sin.
An chud chance ar bádaí crothir tran hóna ag cláiste na tríód nefas ní léon ceann tócha fósacha agus neidir cé péid scéala beáin ag dearan na himara in be de chomh na bádaí son agus níos cláiste na tríód nefa meachtar ruthar níos sigad sa agus é meachtar Raigas ríis ri leis líorthód is an líorthód fachtain níos sigad son ag an Fardine Sheriff a ríis Mark Devlin be sé meachtar bail leis líorthód tran hóna annach chud fiche ige ag líorthód fachtaige Devlin a ríis as socrún síos sigad son beidir mar seans go Devlin scuile fé agus anna blachála sigad son agus na Costantóirí agus raibh sí sinna macha John lína déige sigad son agus Peil be kickta had a cúga.
Well, Cíimiid an son perónna tuchaisteach ag scoilnaíomh an Nathy bhí fidó Luke Hester é takaisteachtó sin agus an Blackáil an son déanana naomh an Nathy ach Páirc legan leis sin dahad a cúig seo í anad amach an daobh agus countsa deacar do hasan go mé sé deacar chuin countsa scóráil.
Far mór é seo for anna scóirsaí chéad agus bhfuil an nacht sa brógaige hasí seo i Joe an clíháin be sé seán a dheacar ar fadar is bhfuil meach sé meachtal gearad níos sigad so cíimi cad a héite goach. Páirc legan sé fiochan chun cín agus bhfuil ní léine bog a fós a sigad sunas go súlga me sé scuoine féin gaunsa agus bhfuil má chain sé an countsa be sáíocht a fadaige. Páirc legan sé bula isteach a Joe nach a sédí agus é meachtar Raig leis leis gaunsa cíimi cad a héite leis gaunsa agus míl híon íireachtas feartha a chuir sé riamh leis a bróig agus an countsa bóte sigad sunna ríiste cláiste na tríód nefa get Tiernan Mackle mé Tiernan Mackle scuoile féin gaunsan agus bhfuil cumar sin gohfuil sin a se dras ná níl a sé an ceanile imithe ar fóríil seanteile imithe bhuair.
Bhfuil mór nach múg cláiste na tríód an nefa ó déineomtaí riimi sin le ham agus coppla ceann chu le fóríil chuámansa sa dar le.
Hód a ríscoir amach gin bádóra san Ellen Davy Muhajola na Páirc Muhajola Ordan Hester fear a hosnaí gluthe agus ibar seachtaí agus sunna géir leis an bróga glas agus a níos chuna ríiste Devlin beidir go sé berta chuir seo a se chodáin tíireach nefú chuna ríiste Devlin is ag gar tíad lá le sé lína fé héin agus bhfuil bhí stracha sigad san sum fachtaige Devlin agus a níos kicks there, Anna Vog took a she gets on, agus go, she had the council in doubt.
Well, came in and Sathairn, Mark Devlin, agus Pail na Caide Anna Miniker fada agus, well, for she beginning soon, Björn, son of the Chancellor, and kicks there, son of Royal, agus, Chanson, so get Tiernan Queen and Council Hogan, Chew Point and Dunglahe Royal. Count of Wine Factor, kicks there again, Hannah is count on the Mert.
Then she count nish facht to get Tiernan Quinn at Sathairn Hana as well. Caffer how much will leave it a cheaty of Tiernan Quinn. Agus if it a quick Mark Devlin. I said again on the dival. She gets on the dival.
Father Mark Devlin go more Fasha Father Scatterkite and Tom Father agus well she Wigan and kicks out some dog about the son.
Kick him out some vision school to go she gets on again Ballaghaderreen agus Shell Butcher she gets on again Kieran Robinson the Mojo on Tavlina agus a Rishachun Lagan and Farmore Joe Lord Páirc agus a 40 in Aclish on Gallagher Farmore and so the Chowlo Nish Mojo Lord Páirc Nish she gets all you're holding a Kieran Robinson and Rish so Shell fine I should find out well it's very low of it. I should hook free to Keener Clara score. They're holding Cookstown on the ass she gets on she pass on the ass. And it's better Mark Shanton she gets on the cut. Tiernan McNamee, Mark Chin the law reach. Say fact again Devlin a reach. Devlin let you talk about him hit trust on nation Aclish a Danish. Better Mark Shanton Kuskile Faganish. I should find out so I should have fired a call with the spasses. Call in the round and he's fair. You hold fact she gets on the side for doing just because Tori she gets on caution of Nathy. She here door go never near hold a condition Hamash Sadanella.
Well she agus Kane Phillips here in the Coolahan son agus Hosanta Ian McGashood.
Your Hudson skate she gets on the race special Dimar hold she goes in the speeder the week shot Shell she gets on your hold fact again lagging. It's a race your hold in him up John Tavlina she gets on the blue tactos to say a race cash at the Venice fair she hold match shot this to say
chef have more shall lagging and some Kimi there agus we here Cossington about the son agus Lake Shell catching the mark.
Luke Hester on a stack again Hamilton agus if the door if the fifth door or wrong I guess how the door in him go has Matthew Dillon and some council and Ishkor Shackleton are reaching a clash in the tree no Davis Leon Shell Butcher she gets in to go Ordinal Grooves and council short to your hold on the ass or fat agus vi me all is about to she being kinny cat against in again pass on the ass or trust in the park it's in again it's the whole fact to get clash in the tree no Nathy as well kicks here she gets in as we step the hole and we session Lord or she gets in
well and kicks there fact to stack on kick Tavlina Kimi dan had of hadden so kick out trust and video on Gallagher and son vi me on or han session got there agus well bulle soon to drum fact and son agus kicks there how agus well Mark Devlin han tour fan gown so another will check on tour fan point stone will share Roy Yacker the tour fish agus Berg machine is as I chwrson y myrch agus nid i'r chadiant aga.
Your whole fact to get Devlin a reach said the match the log as well Caffer on the produce to say clash in the trade on there for Hashel Donovan Kinny Cartagoni Hashel the total your hold on Fairline Sheriff Gacha and Bauta as Hashel go blue door
agus Mark Devlin and Surish and Khalisti and Tarshin Rish agus Dimmerter Fadi Antonio agus Hashel Hinchen kicks there Hogan Khoma
chance to get Mark Devlin in Kede Fuinte a chor an Aclish animate Sohanish as well it's toch nog against roll as the farsa on the Hummus Carted and Sasha Gimmer could deal at Sathairn Hana as well Inshallah we go big queen good again so so Rooney she gets on Mark Devlin same after regular shot as well it's toch me in the end road on Arts in the score really fact again clash in the 3-0 Nathy scoring here scores it on the Lanish so again and score it so not the here get clash in the 3-0 Nathy clash the Nathy not the door Kasha da Haru again the Joe Lorna Páirc reached the Hester agus in Council boat to Joe Lorna Páirc against the field more reached she gets on the hold initial son against Shane Murphy and captain Hasha Shah Gimmer could deal Khama Hasha Machid and had them near hold
well Kimi and son and Graham Untoch at Father Nardis and Iron son agus or the wall at Father and son well one session marked and son and the wall
and Joe Lorna Páirc reached so took a shot on the reach the clash in the 3-0 Nathy after Monsini so score a halt to and score for another piece of gogale the hold initial fact they gave the Hania Union Devlin say could achieve the law getting captain Shane Murphy Fargo well a smallish in Kitogas Hashan Kasser Kitog about so as well come on I guess they're Gounson has shot how should Rasnanaga has score a fact against Shane Murphy what was a clash in the 3-0 Nathy at the end of the day
well Carna Carrigan about the son number print reach fact against Shane Murphy was I the Kitog and out agus on the steel kick all again
Sean the home port for father a hit over this is down the point fact again agus in shell fact in again clash in the Nathy said after right so Huna reach the Shachter or home get Brian Malloy as Mishki him kind of hitting him on the clash at the Venice fair father in their hold I should Slachaleora Cahavalier Hudson is our Canella Catch she gets on the agus Anna Hudson she gets on the clash in the tree nod Nefas at attack the Machnish Rishagad. Shahun Nish Mark McCarney say Council Ski to Shack Sunniga on the Hine Sheriff of Fad. Agus Nish come down Sheriff of clash in the tree nod Nefas. Shahun Carlock Queen. Fargo Chesa a spot the Hagen to Rimmel the Carnoger Tevon and Borg.
Well, in Carlock Queen and Hudson to Pad on the well the Morton Botus and Nagas McMur was a Tussigan Boats and the bigger Machir Nish Quick Tapping at Chances Marha Páirc Lagan here a cousin to.
Clash in 18 is after Roher Nish Shahun Oshin Phillips Neil and Hundred Hord Fact to get Oshin Tronhona Hasha give it to Mohajol down the Parker Homa as Kahashad Bader Couple to say a first piece of young sauce in the Park at Tronhona. Shahun Brian O'Hanlon and Ishmachi the logs and Council Currachas Lee Kane Phillips again. Kane Phillips again with Lina Dahda Coog at Tronhona. Shahun and James O'Hara for Gullah Hoscore Fact again and Council well Masco the little sauce in there as we she gets on. Agus well Bisha Shadine Sheriff has Sheriff. Go to she gets on again clash in Nathy. He chances she gets on that pass ball the topic on it as well the right tour sauce to go with Kicksayre she gets on ha Chantal again James O'Hara score relevant.
Well better grab Kalisti Anton son Anna Hudson that Father Risho clash in the Chino and I for Juno Car Temple and Barby Derek and Heidi Kyle about some new hooker chance the Achan Kicksayre took a Wahaka agus big mar chance to get Oshin Phillips can I score fact on the Mercadisa Bochali Roscommon.
Oshin Phillips a squeal of a gout to let you get agus a tastal the Garoha agus well and red or and Merlina she gets on him after Nord and Mayor Cool agus and Brock Bonker and Nord give you session and tastal the Gare Torma or Nimmerson.
Well Torma is Shahar right ni border couple score on Nimmertaga listen Slee Hawklash and Chino de Knife Gimmerson the cool Hechnik with Tal Quinnis and couple of Nomato Hen Ele Shane Canine Kaurulish Gashemach as a Hedige agus and Sun Marriage big wall here Cosent agus the Kaurule Hele.
After Nord Richardson the Firmore Mojol on the Park is Shelley Boating a clash in the tree Nord Nefes and the Mac the Riger Rish Leshel Hodsa Shahun Kieran Robinson the Mac John Clehan agus well that's fine if a guide Basha the Matsula Cowell kind of Macbeho agus the Horde Nishiko and the Mac the Riger Rish this in Council Kurishach on a happy Ganisha Shigetson say Boat Shigetson they get every car the Tiernan Mackle at Queen to Fox to get Tiernan Mackle Tronhona as well which pass Lava all happy Shigetson as kicks air relegate Shigetson as Chancel get clash in the tree Nord there for score relevant.
Some good Union Devlin saw him about us on the right order Jamie Lund be shoot the high agus well Shane Murphy's happen stoch go weg het oni he she Tiernan Quine Chrócaigh ketoig an Barsa ma agus she Union Devlin bin khalish about us on it and start the quick spot ma no meder ma han council
some mood is walking the homage Shane Murphy talking to the kicking of the quick here lad Tasha Chesha Ruin of finish good Tiernan Quine so well actually in Princess Chief into hot Henning so come us to Homa well have around the tacht the Shachan is the clash in the tree Nord Nefes Shahun Connor Quinn as I'm the Suga which I'm fantastic from home.
Well while in the morning the Shahe Shahama and Cookstown Asper the Mark Devlin
as if the Fehedo tacht the Shahama Aaron Moore session of after Shahama after Shahama kind of right or so took down below which na hanum na khag is a Burton Park in Park it's a Tronhona as well ani you're up there to get to so here she gets in clash in the tree Nord there for the Henny the Mac she gets in the Union Devlin she gets in agus well hook shot the higher of the vegan
well yeah den khalisher about us and agus in Kicksayre ko so Aaron Moore attack is there ho winne Moore she shoot agus Council of Crochan is she gets in the second in the Carnoga Besha Daishera Hagas and Council in him Achagor Daha the Coig big Deshel is she gets on Besha Samuke Hockey Gaunsa Bake Kieran Quine Hockey again Shane Murphy and Council Coronardus the Flash again I say Titim Shiga in the Carnogas we live she gets on again the Costantori Brian O'Hanlon Agus and Council in him Achagor Daha the Coig stay on go Shane Murphy Hockey again Council Agus better much chance again in Gaunsa he is Coravoid the Mach he can out that Coig made the Mach kick more father she had the Lady Askebrag and that sharing guide.
Shane Murphy is fearing the Joe, Shachan is Joe, Knuka Shady, because I come forward the whole let's the kick in the sagas, Kihimi the Nishka, the hitting Machlish Johnson, the Sashi Shin fearing the Mag, as I find the fearing their Hudson, I could say short the Harish Drosnan against Shane Murphy, score even fact again. Hatus a heck on Caprera Rish, Hatus a clash in the tree Nord Nefes, I should get a bit of that.
Well, Shin Houtin the kick in the saves score off the code Counavino, Shane Murphy, Wahano, Devlin, agus Counavino, Tiernan, no Wahano, Tiernan, Quinn Homa, agus Well, that the can moment me agus coming a mahas buchli hero in Chrócaigh Gudisa.
Buchli hero in Ish Machtar Nunsi said that Sheer Lesh Johnson be the fine and Ish Botus and Lord Fact get Patrick Quinn to Godin Farmore Lorna Park Fargo the Shas of Sheer as a fair the Machajo number to Fad Sudan Lahad so Patrick Lagan. School Charlotte Lesh Nacht here piece of Yoga Naklish and Body Heinig. Shefun Connor Quinn for Hardy Staff and Sunday Cooper Nomat as Patrick Quinn in Ish so the match in the law races.
Agus anna búin fada agus de cmead na caiide díal fada agus nimmer goíon bheith cartan támar fada fad.
Shanson is she gets on a rish again, Devlin a rish go chow lesh she gets on as well as in Council Squeeze Shachnish she gets on again, Agus in Council, well has she in here for really she gets on, being Raytor on Love for an Ardigan Raytor, be struck a deal she gets on, kicks air relegate she gets on, they get clashed in Nathy.
Mark McCartney didn't have Kalish Botus and Agus well Kehachani Council in Shahogant. And Bay Shane Murphy Chrócaigh, Nather a Bay, Nidolum Gabe, Dieta Mark McCartney, no, she Gary Mark Devlin in Chrócaigh Council. Dida was code in D, will chance again Council, score oil, Ta she was quite avoided.
Devlin ha Kelly Feen to Fach the Tron Honega, Devlin Hannah Hennig, as Hasha Fiachan de Machas, Google Count the Heart, Nishis on Ray Torah, Ralish Mach Shears, Mutjogetson. Well, ha come sa Barsa, Anachum is Paddy against the Stolen Hennig, nach against Rolish the Gansa, and Council Chorharish Drasnana, says Skill speech. Fair she gets on against Anna last year, Tukish, she gets on again, Mac Devlin, and it's in Google Count Fach again. She left him, Hamash.
Well, Vidisa, and the Murta Father Fadiga, Impinti Diag in the phone and is that a good moment, Mehe good moment, Diag Park, and neither Homoidica. Gynnianige Nathy ein action and echer Sathairn so animator fada young clash in the Chino de hab boy the nuvo tastal go gero bochali roscomain
so far video of the DMO mo jollar the park see here Hester Hasha him stacherish and naklish in the Carnoigas Hasha couple hod of twile stachige
well need me do bishkin point them and he'll mat stachige
You're holding this so like Luke Connor say after I say if you can keen as well and Hadini here get clash in the tree nod nefa well can I live a fasule mar Hasha them can keen and the worst Clara score Nisha said the Chowlo she gets in Luke Connor so couple in the striker earlier hold she gets in us to need to right horse back say Bias last lesh your hold fact to get Hester as Hasha shot line sheriff nor bench chance Acharish here shin and the custom here at Sunday get vocally clash in the tree nod nefa and the produce the custom Tory clash in the tree down nefa
well, begur hatchak mead man níl éin éir an davel na marta coa she cohinis agus couple leather resource and so.
Shagún Ordan Mulgrews ma fiachan chef on keen shag will Mark Devlin im his stachan naklish and body nish mer chance nish she gets up like a clash in the tree nod nefa ha couple in the Sinsear nish she gets in the co agus say skile fein Gaunson ben Farrell and the hanig stach Aaron Moore she shin garage stach all over she Dor Alan Davy agus say bia soccer nish stach the maklish lir hotsa ta hasha chelevich mad this ka hasha the score nach the topic
aga clash in the Chino de ana chaidin nach ein den coin the skillner father co het father agus say he mahabel to hatcha yimmer agus artlo het father yimmer to co
come anava her father class in the tree nod nefa imlodi den scoff the chain den co hasha the fiachan anava so tron hona agus initials Hashan to get clashed in Nathy and after Ruher and Council in the more Dira finish about Suggs and Council Squeeze to Shaka Shigetson Cuba Callahan and Captain Hasha Shauradeg and Sprout of the end of Nisha Darnala Agus Hasha Chowlish and after John Vada come here good chef father Vodix and Council last got so Sinsear and will your Hudson in Mahmachdo and Lina Neil or Shella Factor Ishka Cuba Callahan Agus say Factor Nishka Luke Connor Agus said if you have Kinkenix and Council well near Evan Shachina on the Necher Agus Nish has Shella Butcher Rash Rishka Cup So the fiachan team Bullocks and Raytor Sauce to go Rev Strackish she gets son kicks air she gets son is Anoberge Luke Connor and Lear Hodge in the heart of Rash.
She come with Cuba Callan and Gwell Stacker remission and son of Homed Nafalate Togi Gagas be a Castle Nash Agostoli Yaso Gagas well Niquagan kick Robert and Sunda and Hossan Tayan of clash in the Chino in the
So Lear Hodson talks and kicks air talking again Luke Connor as she gets son and gets when Gin after another producer who she gets on the Kane Phillips in Shea Anava booked into Lear Hodson agus we will be Kicksara she gets on agus a race Shahun and Ish Cuba Callahan which I talking to kick in the Sair no James O'Hara Rugbull Samula Rohan to Nish Sathairn chance to get Callahan initial counter for Harish Drasnal Nilena Lauren Count Gareth and Border Artists and Council put a shot and Kishi Shagara Nianik as she could have Harish Drasnal get Cuba Callahan agus well Nilena Ira Ashashin Tasal Garuha
Well, Kerry Queen as kicking the Sair in score factor for so on the Murta agus Nivishet in Rohas the Leshin in Echer.
We're going to back to the Dianoma to be going to Tron Hona Chrócaigh báide agus ní Chrócaigh há seans eile ar cúpla puint eile agus well sníon torla bhí ar an níos se tití siar Devinte há chlár scór an isá agus well an Council chu amach Jo lána Páirc gin bádor chuna lón fear íon hásáháil últach sa chéad le agus an is seachúna ríiste Cláiste néamh Nathy agus beidir bhfuil rihinne seara agus bheith Council fachtaige Hester sé fiochan chun cín is amach siar ríiste cahatú meach chun cín is cahatú do scór na háit agus anna chosantíar san ríiste Cláiste na trí nód néfa ach bhfuil bhí fear amach síar leortháda sigad san abáil san agus Kickséar tucail sigad san ag an réitóir agus sellh níos fachta sigad san beidir meach seansa ige Cláiste néamh Nathy tarcha ar gceansa agus meachta Joan báda níl agus á Kickséar tuca amach ag an réitóir a ríist creúntas na cosantóirí hamáis a sé deanana gan a bhar
anna chosantar fada dhéanamh agus anna bhúin ar fad díanta agus a an chréáilt ar fada fad agus gachéine agus a jabba héine a dhéanamh ige gachéine agus éad a goscailteach an nimmartanis agus spoca siad í seamach go breas ar ráideach agus cíimí gweilach raid anna hen.
Amach leis gaiid an istáiste na trí nód néfa san Council chu amach Joan lína chun seo ferúna dí tháinig isteach mé chunar cuine mthún básan ar thóir amach siad na láise chuúna fermógraí Páirc legan fear go bhfuil cafarrá chumá bhfuil anna chud den leor feice agus chéanúair fusin le thóirín tencin ceart leis.
Agus anna chosantá dhéanam hiarige ha sé mar ferla cosíar an bháinchúlaíon támar fan sa dar le.
One more groom after Rohan Nishitsa, say if you can keen far or bow, say squeeze the shafty far down share of Devlin again. And a Khadina can keen in saw get clash in the tree node nefas, better Mac Shanta Kabada hot, Abson Council well and Tor, Risha, Shekilish, kicks there, and Fanalay and struck a hard and Ganzi, Agus well. Has Chancelica score a lot.
With chance to get here and Quinn and so count a half million son reach Kevwig no kicks there, Roy, Immert Park, Devlin, Eguala, Stachabones, the son, the hook shan pass away, Agustin of Tarpon so. Sé takir dhéanam amach céint cad hit amach an sun go bhfuir ar an Kickséar san muna stracach an gansaí sar dáine sé isteach seaitrí cheamar an nóir sin ach tíarnan cuinan agus chance gin 2 pointe gáilh iconas chearú scór ar fad.
Tiernan Quinn scuile fé an gasan is é chu a hála se drasnána ige Tiernan Quinn an caharú ceann fachta nubaige agus cláiste na tríód néfa i hun cín písa bogaile. Cláiste néamh Nathy ní se de fartha cúpla duine be taobh suas hála tuna caiiste a harú ag an díanamh hamáis.
Well, éon pointí viidir na fórin na 9 ómatí mé ní dul go léon chance in leis an socha gan éon scór an éachar fachtán na murtacha in fact bhaine seach well ha chiín de baidí tastáil bh agus ní léach mar nó séad ceanna bháin se fiúháin in fiandrása.
Leis an cosanta a dhéanamh ige bóchalí cláiste na tríód néfa go dísa tráthána is cosúla ní bheith tíomhádí meachta seach hir san ar canar leán ach ní tucaigh na bóchalí suas fós agus sin bádór Alan Davies in Council chu amach Jo lána Páirc agus be sé seánna hácht gan dát caafar brise háilt is caafar sellh háilt san agus an Council well is níl mór an amach de gartránhána de cláiste néamh Nathy bise mo Jo lána Páirc ceanna le caiite Kinnison kick token son against Vin Talish and Gounson the Hot in Faravisha Lorgus on the Skillish Shigetson, Larry Shigetson again Farmorta, Tarlock Quinn Farahagimmer to Shigetson if the cheer ground Farbal and Lamona, as I'm after Roher Shigetson every chance again Red Tor, Deshahorta, after English and Everton. I mean the Machir and Ish big kicks Erelica, Chancellor score Hot.
Chevy the Vísar so a Páirc siar an nóir nach cíimí an neartach tábhacht cuinan so bhí fear a tarachas sa támar fad de Matthew Coilan son agus well ston grobin réitiúir chunig cheartta túirtan chance do ach bhí sa Páirc agus chance ag tíobh cuin bhín teleáilan so.
Harú a dhéanamh inise ag cláiste néamh Nathy seo chun if the fish to get son Kupla Harus Mark Fien in the hot far Eroga hot chest after that Stefan else to Darnella Shasha Kupla Body hot send him a hot the Hennig because the Nishak kicks there again Clash in the tree nod Nefas half far he's Nish got to his ticket son the Tarlock Quinn for soon Nish Botson hitcha Trombo horn Terradala about the son
well I'm the floor had the Emmerich Tarlock Quinn is far the daily tap the market Stefan so you get a Boston Chin will
David McHugh hánig isteach son far Ballaghaderreen in Shigetson agus Sean McKenna Ballin na Mona took isteach chuma ige cláiste na tríód néfa go sé sin cúpla nómh sa Páirc Chrócaigh far a haim isteach na cúlathe níos seansan is Shigetsa ige Tiernan Quinn is é fiochan go Jo an bháide sí seo nace leis lína da the cúig be sé seo dachar a bháin máis in Council hot isteach
well ha sí an daibh carta
Say squeal stachan is Sigurdsson which shin titim gara agus shin score anagas fachtige Tiernan Quinn shin score anava scored and score fachtige gid le hening is agus Mark Devlin Albert good the video
well a point in the fachtige is ko Kelikine o hikan Sair agus count on number to get Quinn agus Cheekin agus on o hikan Sair fachtige Mark Devlin agus Scotland to number ta ordinary to Paddy and to Devlin video so Anna Yakar Paddy Barco agus Peil in guided town with Fad agus Anna Thomas glashed in the Chino in Schliha shed the Gimmerton the Polisha and tactici Gimmert Gomahe Fad os immer Toskelte Anna Hackich to Kuitach the Machlish and guide agus Navin the Cusson Cheer Pindina tackle oil and town with Fad.
Cláiste Nathy initially then a cúpla Haruel initially saw half cúpla then attack Machajo Laura Páirc Cookstown Council shot the Machagil Bajor Ellen Davy and Sheriff with Sigurdsson well the captain of Shishin Butch Sigurdsson agus Beshin Brian O'Hanlon di Mark Lashin agus initially got Glasgow School Plus but big and Kiel Bad Sathairn Honegan ni veg but Hashishin Kora Harish Dras Nan the heaving a father get Tiernan Quinn score on the ball back to Sigurdsson they got clash in the 3-0
well and the Thomas Tiernan Quinn forma agus gen Chanley Assen so pass or Mogruan so Kimi Katoig Shahar Shah is more than now Macan Dasso come agus and score of Hado Quinn son.
Your whole Kuramachagal and Davy Machajo and Farrow the Honig Stachenson couple of think Cahill Grok Farrow Agus and Council Bishta Shees and Bishta Fach to get clash in the 3-0 Nefa Agus Shahuna Rishad Agus and Shahun Tiernan Quinn is a game at Leslie Hod Bishop the Garrigo came back to Valley Leslie Hod Tron Hona here is Mark Devlin your Hod and Law Fad. Agus nish clash in the 3-0 if Fecham Kunkeen Bishop fine a nish Neil Wunach Kug Nomat the Ellen nish at Sathairn Hona so Chlehasa Agus had the Machter Reich Shahun Quinn is passed over could trust the Sigurdsson get Dean Canavan as had the Machter Reich Shahun Quinn better match chance for Quinn last the score of hot saw Agus struck oh we say shin slach galore Sigurdsson on right or Machter Stach kindlish and Costantora Sigurdsson better match kill hot the double nish good
well we chance avoid and so get Kimir Gwal Stach Agus and one to see Páirc Quinn no long holy and Páirc Quinn and was and Agus I see if had a yano get Sathairn Agus when he had to hold the clash in the Chino more than the Forne en finti dia contusig Sinsear shead agus Sinsear cosint ach ni hartu ta clasin Chino de hashe de gunsi in town with father had to see more hill score no alle in town with father
and in the imagery clash in the Nathy is Sinsear and all of it Sigurdsson is right over Shasson was a human and then Farrow who kicks there Sigurdsson is right over Father Bader Cork or done or right and hard Nisha Kupla Haruel Alien of Nish Sigurdsson get clash in the Nathy Shafun initially and McHugh initially both the subs and the captain after Mark Brian O'Hanlon Haruel Alien of the Cogus chance of Hortus and Lad Nog again with the Páirc Chrócaigh
Loshin Phillips to be got to him both the son of Chet Stone made a good cham after Mark
kicks there a left after Nish Sigurdsson get clash in the 3-0 has gone in straw and Echer Kora Drasna the Coach Sigurdsson I've said him here right piece of Gabella Chino with Inish Páirc Nish Sigurdsson
well special go be with Páirc Quinn and long holy Hogan Council agus nach Tiernan Quinn and Mark Devlin
your Hodem Hojol on a Páirc Rish is clash in the 18 after Ruher Shafuni with the Hochtiger Honig Cahill Grok Farrow Honig Stachenson couple second to win Farrow Agus initial last goal in Hodem Stach better with Chero Yenoch better go Shesha Bode force the song says Skilly Van Goutson Agus Hop Cool Fach again clash in the 18 Cool Fach to Sigurdsson again Cool Callahan Down a rush session Roy Yenoch
well Stan Gulchero Yenoch Nilach Chino people the Páirc so one say in Cuba Callahan Heinige Stachenson or Jason Dury agus bhfuil teag go maithfan í cheartta thuirta agus chaisiide heh clé agus leanna tóig tíoch na sé anna bháide ach muléan begáinín roií anna chéad immer ón immer fachtnú chéad scór ón immer fachtaige cáiste naifan naita ach ní cheartta thuirta stoch bhfuil sé teispe gimmart blohan támar fad ach ní háinig na scór na bháil
Háinig na scór na dóibh hí cúpla seansa cos a chéad cúpla nómant an glutha agus bhil snéis líga dit teamach Is near hard factor again clash in the 3-0 Nefa Mohajon Tervina agus well on the first Sigurdsson again tossa he clash in the Nathy agus Shell Boot National League she could talk quite better match chance about Elika Darna Count of Hart Sigurdsson so the Gareth Nation Mac Line on son of Costantora here and Sigurdsson is in the shot Sigurdsson by Brian Malay and Sigurdsson about they score fact again Malay I shall tap for you that's a play so
well by this point of fact sticker of fact to stick the moment kan een score factor was hier de Crócaigh Neom Trimission Risha mar vi mir ra íana chun tamnach mór suas fuinti ag le héan na púl de fuinti na fórne.
De fuinti na fórne agus well Hamas Cahamid annach radún to horta baile stíocht cláiste na trí nád nefa. Aidan O'Hagan, Stephen Parker as Mark Paddy. Se na good coach anna.
Well anna fad agus Femmer vis around is low I gachéine diana bu job. Chance a scoring sa bit body Roscommon.
Anna hasn't the race she gets on the get off and in space. Hey, she would have she reached that now Páirc Quinn. Anna has Spartans took she gets on the get Páirc Quinn Tron Hona. And I say a cousin Anna Crócaigh she gets on.
Anna hasn't the get Páirc Quinn and the fad the to get that.
Anna Quinn token in Kicksair in the initial Necklace and Shastans and Council shot Saul at Soggy Tiernan McNamee say Fiachan Conkenix and well Han Gorta Father Nishat Soga and say Fiachan the Raig as well. Cower attacked and actually Hana against in Council Kuramacha Rish shot the Tiernan Quinn as be Tiernan Quinn bohing the Rasa by Tiernan Quinn Fiachan Conkenix on a hustle she gets on again the shade James Lunt. He chance her vod she gets on down from past das took she gets on. Credit to James Lunt ni Hogsha Saucer Gaunson. Agus be kick amach again more door.
Vi dergen chaidir chuile versta Mark Devlin and Boutis agus da mer sífachta ge vech Paddy kinte chéin omtí bresle an bresle hemmer to Michigan.
Would cut him off again more door Alan Davies Caffel Cadún to hook Alan Davies from Maha Cooper Sadal untook to get the clash to Nathy. Is the Hennig agus Cooper Callahan will Cooper score fact again agus James O'Hara to Hiedla. Gimmer either Sundabahat so Tron Hona Hummer.
Agus an chaidir Peil and son Tiernan McNamee agus Sinsear and Sathairn na fannaiftaí scór na tastal go géad dóite bhach ní go se ritamachchas an fendrása.
If the fifth Mark Feenan the fifth the Raig is Farrier August took the stack she gets on this is the last guy that we're holding Matt Shaq John Bardor is this she gets on Cash Shell of Walker Gaunson is she good deal she gets on the Bardor Connor Lowen agus a race shot one Buckley in the clash and three no attack the Matt guy agus Kicksair and Nishika talk to the Khadamut so.
Well, an nummer to fad dianta agus femmer verklich ni Riley slow anna búni dianta an burin so anna chóchalt fad anna érim caide scata conforma agus na skillen fad
Mark McCartney tapped him up she will hold about since you hold factor richtige Páirc Lagan is nicht noch has samule fish the fichen de machen so will on mul grú shasta also gore so Necklace and Shastanas ní léna necher in Necklace and Cookstown no shasta slap also for him after nearly hold tap so figures ní léna the here get clash in Nathy or has had him from Keen has had the Lord the scorna shin kana have because there holds him took a stack nicht tickets has has school fair body is tickets has to school fair body agus in chase on the black on she gets on as well be me on a Cookstown clash in the three no she gets in the boat son on the black on she gets on as well. In fact, the race to be here at the Hamas, Páirc Lagan, the governor on the Crócaigh.
Well, Chrócaigh after her to be couples in a town, agus on the Black Island, son agus storm go be Tiernan McNamee in Black Island Boutis on the bit of Cahead, agus be got a tour fair boy Boutis so Cuba Callahan never can make a chance again. Can that boy to talk a new factor having a shoot, agus and yes, so need to have to get.
Harish Brasnani Boutis on, Harish Brasnani be Sathairn and the body test all after Chella Shenigni. She draw the Hundedi comes up Tron Hona. She body order talking to Khadamat Sog is hard Nilach Nomad Gulenish Falcon Nish Tron Hona Sahlesa Corn Páirc Drummond a Machpati Rowan at Tron Hona Hamash. Agus Anna Husband is to
well Anna Husband is Anna Husband is a fado or couple than the majority Páirc Quinn Tiernan McNamee's Lina Long Pool or Mulgrew Issued push a scatter kind of fat hand agus Mark McCartney Páirc Lagan Anna Fellador issued Homa.
The holding is fact is again Mark Devlin agus well a bit cos no has to get on we do the right order Kicksair she gets on agus has Chancel and Ishmael Tiernan Quinn a cookie fact to Tron Hona again has nach go she wheat so
agus also kind of the majority immer go maha kan out feature Tiernan Quinn chef win to fact han henige Chancel and Chateau point to fact again Shane Murphy Homa han captain chief win to nimmer to get shoot agus well kan the majority is far we Cookstown and Mark Devlin over the cook dear Chief Wheat no chef wheat on them agus Tiernan Quinn and Chateau Queen to happen some again.
Kicksair Chrócaigh get Tiernan Quinn is sauce to the Malish Gaunson and as well is Shachun Alan Davies, Neil Owen is Shachun second correct. Fadog Dernach Shetig and right or agus big Champini Lublina Hobby is a hockey ignition so again we got Cooper second legs and Counson and Imhe Macha Jollarna Park Irish big Bishop Factum Hudson they get clash in the tree now there's Catholic Predude to her dog I shall force Macdurn and see each other see sheer I shall the force Warren the score August and Fadog Dernach Shetig is Shigatson again right or lost the rule just the book of the August clash in the tree door play for book from such from Hona and scored Gary Gitson and Páirc and Chrócaigh clash in the tree now there for Lord and Adiog clash in the Nathy Peil the shade.
Well.
Holy Trinity College captain Shane Murphy by Uachtaráin Cumann Luchas Gael Shauna Horáin.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Cumann Luchas Gael, I'd like to thank the Second Level Schools Committee for the competitions that they've organised for us. I would also like to thank Masita for their sponsorship of this competition. Commiserations to St. Nathy's, and I'd like to compliment you on your performance today and throughout the year, and hope that you've gained a lot from it in your own personal development as players and individuals. and it gives me a great pleasure to congratulate Holy Trinity on winning the Drummond Cup and to present the cup to their captain, Shane Murphy.